Okay, guys, so today's video for the diecast is going to be kind of a combination of a few things. It's going to be three Wave 11 pickups that I made for the final wave of 2018 for NASCAR Authentics. I picked up a few of those race wins at Walmart, so I'll show you guys those. And also my first '07 Racing Collectibles haul of the year, which I'm going to try to get up there a lot more this year than I did the last couple of years. So be on the lookout for a lot of hauls from there this year. So, yeah. And also, I'm going to show you the changes that I made to the shelves. So, I'm going to start with the, the Wave 11 pickups. So, I got the Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Talladega win, the Martin Truex Jr. Las Vegas win, as well as the Kyle Larson Cars 3 Michigan. So, yeah, those were the three main ones that I wanted from that wave. If you guys checked out my diecast update video from a few weeks ago when I was just sort of trying to get back into the swing of things diecast wise for this NASCAR season, which got underway the other day, and I'm very upset about the results of that race. As a Kyle Busch fan, that was extremely aggravating, but it's all good because Daytona is just not our track, so I was expecting it. So, whatever. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to get to in this video was the three Kyle cars that I was telling you guys about the other day, or in that diecast update video. I told you guys that I wanted to pick up the three newest 2017 paint schemes, or like 2018 Camrys, whatever you want to call them. So basically the three newest Kyle cars that came out. But I told you guys that I wanted to buy them all at once when they were all out, and I did just that at '07 Racing Collectibles yesterday. So we have the caramel car, the new Snickers paint scheme, which is arguably my favorite Snickers paint scheme ever. I think it's pretty goddamn awesome. And also the Skittles America mix, which is a pretty cool paint scheme as well. But it kind of gives me nightmares. Okay, looking at this Ricky Stenhouse Talladega win, and then looking at this is going to be awkward because this is the paint scheme we ran in that race. And he was just flat out better than us in that race, and I was very upset that we didn't win that race because we had it won, and then on the final restart, he just flat out beat us. So, yeah, that was kind of aggravating, but whatever. It's whatever. So, yeah, those were the Wave 11 pickups and the Kyle pickups. And now the changes I made to these shelves, the Kyle's going to stay the same, obviously. That's never going to change. But the middle now is just NASCAR Authentics and Generation 6. It's basically the same, except I took Hendrick and put them all down here because it's like Hendrick takes up like 60% of these cars. So what I did was I just this is going to be Hendrick and this is going to be Hendrick Generation 6 and NASCAR Authentics. And then this middle one is going to be cars that aren't Hendrick or Kyle Busch that are Generation 6 or NASCAR Authentics. So it goes Kyle, then other, then Hendrick, basically. So, hope that makes sense to you guys. So that was the Kyle pickups, the Wave 11 pickups, and now the '07 Racing Collectibles pickups. Those Kyle cars, obviously, were three of them. And then there were two more. Harvick's Busch Bucks from last year. I'm a big fan of Harvick's paint schemes for the last few years, and this was definitely one of the ones I had my eye on last year, and I forgot about it. But then I saw it there yesterday. I was like, oh, yeah, that was a thing. So I picked that one up. And then another Truex 2018 Camry, the basic Furniture Row car I got as well. So I got my first two Truex 2018 Camrys in the last couple days, which I'm very happy about. That was another thing I mentioned in one of my diecast videos a couple weeks ago was wanting to get my hands on a Truex car from last year, but I never did yet until then. So the last thing I want to do show you guys in this video was this is going to be something I'm going to keep working on all year, is basically decking this out in just random NASCAR decals that I find. Primarily the round ones because they take up the least space and I can fit the most of them. But I did throw a couple of other ones in there too. Like obviously this one up here, these couple ones I've had up there. But then I also got this Ryan Blaney one and this Kurt Busch one. '07 Racing Collectibles has like a spot in the back where like they have a bunch of random discounted decals for like 25 cents or 50 cents. So that was where a bunch of these came from. So I'll go through them all for you guys. These ones are newer drivers, Truex, William Byron, and Kyle Larson. Those ones were normal price. But obviously the Kurt Busch, and then there's a Jeff Burton, a David Rudiman. This one I had, the Kyle one, and that one I also had. But these 4 are new as well. The Carl Edwards and Matt Kenseth, Joe Gibbs ones from 2015, I think these are. My favorite year in NASCAR ever because we won the championship. And then a Chase Elliott Nationwide. This one's kind of interesting. And then Casey Kane, Farmers Insurance Hendrick. And then a Casey Kane Bud and a Joey Logano Joe Gibbs number 20. So all those random ones came from that bin, but then the Blaney one and the Truex, Byron, and Larson were normal price. And the Kyle one, the Monster Energy one, the Pocono, and the NASCAR I already had. So, yeah, it's going to be one of my main goals this year is just to deck this out in a bunch of random decals. So keep an eye out on updates on this thing as I go up to 07 Racing Collectibles and go to the races, just like whatever decals I get, just adding on all year. So, yeah, that's pretty much this diecast video, and thank you guys for watching, and more will be coming up.